Thank you for listening to KPCA, Petaluma's Free Range Radio. KPCA is a community radio station that highlights the creativity of individuals. Let your voice be heard and become a programmer. If you have something to say and want to get involved, visit us at kpca.fm or call 707-773-3190.
Something's happened to the transmitter.
Must be some interference or something.
Isn't it about time for somebody's favorite radio program?
This is Hey Stephen Ray.
See, we're clearing out the closet of all bits. They may not all be good.
Get me an upside down pineapple, because we're swinging back into
Swinging. You know there's people that are, we're not just having a conversation.
I'm aware, but you looked directly at me.
This is Hey Stephen Ray. Hey Stephen Ray starts now.
And away we go.
Happy Thursday, July the 23rd, in the year of our Lord 2026. I never knew what does that mean when they say that?
I think that just means, like AD. Or no, C, after death.
AD.
C, yeah.
Okay.
It's like post-Jesus.
Okay. Welcome to the post-Jesus era of Hey Stephen Ray. I'm Stephen Ray. I'm joined alongside me with my co-host. Here's James Sway.
Stephen, I think you forgot something this week.
What?
I've got a little thing to read.
Oh, I forgot to read. I always forget to read the thing. Okay, all right. Time to get serious here. This is NPR style. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's do it. Let's hear it.
The views expressed on this program are not necessarily the views of Petaluma Community Access, KPCA Radio, or its board of directors, volunteers, staff, or underwriters. The program may contain subject matter that some people might find objectionable. It is solely the responsibility of the show and does not necessarily reflect the views of KPCA.
Okay, now we can start the show.
Okay, cool. Now we can have fun.
That's our little liability kind of waiver there. I feel like if we say that, then we can say anything on the air and nothing comes back on us.
Absolutely.
So, thanks for remembering to say that. Although I don't think that really anything that we say on the air is necessarily offensive or anything. I think it was last week we had Josh Drake here, and he's from the Phoenix Pro Wrestling, which they had a fun show over the weekend. We'll chat about that a little bit, but he was talking about how their show is PG, so I would say this show is also PG, which I guess is why we read that, because anybody can listen to it, but maybe young ones maybe want to have a parent also listening to explain what contraceptives are, I guess,
dun, dun,
or
dun.
whatever we talk about. So we just say that to kind of get it out of the way, just to make it safe for whatever we're going to talk about. Because I don't know necessarily what we're going to talk about today. I have a few ideas of what we're going to talk about. I do have, I guess I'll tell you, I had this week, or last week, the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me in my life. I have
ever.
I do. I've lived my life here. I'm not afraid to admit I'm 34 years old.
Yeah.
I've had some embarrassing moments, and they just kind of roll off of you. This is one that even last night. So this happened a week ago. Even last night, it kept me up.
No.
Like I couldn't sleep. So I'm gonna tell you about my most embarrassing moment that's ever happened to me. I did reach out to folks on my Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. I said, hey, I just experienced the most embarrassing moment of my life. Can you help me? Can you give me support by telling me your most embarrassing moments?
Oh, community.
We can kind of commiserate together. So I got a few people that reached out with some of their embarrassing moments. So I'm going to go over those.
Wonderful.
And see if those help make me feel better. I've read them already. I don't feel better yet.
Yours is still the worst?
Maybe I need some time or something. But maybe this will be kind of like a little safe space. And then, folks that are in the YouTube can also we can create a safe space in the YouTube chat there.
Yeah, spill all of your most embarrassing stories right there in the YouTube live stream.
You can do it. You can make a dummy email.
That's what I'm going to
do. So people are starting to roll in there on youtube.com/HeyStephenRay. So it's always great to see our regulars. And then we also usually every week we have have usually a new person pop up on there. So we're growing that community as well, which is just kind of cool because you get to see what we're doing, which is not all that exciting for the average person.
We're sitting at a desk with microphones, as one might expect.
But I always loved growing up. I love to see just the behind the scenes of what they're doing. I love to see, either on the radio and you're pushing the buttons and moving the sliders, or I love to see behind the scenes of like TV production when you have the director in the booth that's saying, okay, ready camera 3, cut to camera 3, ready camera 6, cut to camera 6. It's just cool to see the behind the scenes. So if anybody wants to see the behind the scenes, they can do that. And then they also have the opportunity to chat with fellow listeners in the YouTube chat there and join the conversation. Hey, Stephen Ray at gmail.com, all of that fun stuff. Last week's episode, we're kind of creating a running document of how I want this show to go, how I want this show to sound. And we have a document now on our Google Docs folder. It's split into 2 columns. One column is, here's what I want the show to sound like in the future. And then there's another column that says, here's what I don't want the show to sound like in the future. Mm-hmm. I don't think that I want, if we have guests in the studio, I don't want them choosing the songs anymore.
And honestly,
is that fair?
That's 100% fair. And also, that's not even a call out to our wonderful guest, Josh Drake, last week, because during the songs, he also was like, oh, you can just fade this out, by the way. It's just kind of...
Yeah. And it's hard to choose. And I didn't really give any parameters. This is our first time having a guest on the show, and it was a great guest. And like, we finished the show here, and then we stood out in the parking lot for another 20 minutes, continuing to talk, to chat, because I loved chatting with Josh and getting to know him and what's happens behind the scenes at the wrestling show. So it was a great show. Great guest stories and everything like that. It was just the songs that I couldn't handle. When you start to get into that experimental whatever that is.
You didn't love a snare drum going off at random times with a couple guitar strums here and there?
That was rough. And I didn't give any parameters either. So one, he didn't realize. Now I thought he was a listener of the show. Turned out he wasn't. Because he was like, because I told him, I was like, hey, you're going to get to choose the songs today. Just make sure they fall into a category. He's like, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll do that. And then he didn't realize that it was like a game that we play. So I was like, okay, you don't listen to this show. So he did that. But I also didn't explain, like, usually the songs that I choose, I try to choose songs that are between 2.5 to 3 minutes, maybe 4 minutes.
We were hurting for time last episode.
I try to choose songs that are like either current-ish pop songs, or they've been pop songs in the past, and those are always kind of hit around like the 3-minute mark. And so he he sent me a couple songs last week. Here's where I knew that I was like, oh no, because before the show, because I pulled the songs, so he sent me the list of the songs. I was like, okay, I'm gonna pull them so I have them loaded into my music sound system here. And he's like, a couple of these you're not gonna be able to find online. Let me just send you the MP3s for these. And I was like, oh God.
Once you gotta find MP3s, that's how you know we're getting into some experimental stuff.
Yeah, and some of the songs were like 10 minutes long and stuff. So it was, we faded out on a few songs. I don't know if you could tell on the air that some of them I was just like, okay, we're gonna just turn this down and keep talking again. So add that to the don't column. I don't want to have 11-minute experimental songs on the show for the future.
Noted.
Future guests don't get to choose the song. I'll just choose the songs, because the songs aren't really a part where this isn't a music show. Everybody, if I tell anybody that I'm doing a show on the radio, like, oh yeah, what kind of music are you playing? I'm not like I just play songs,
bacon themed songs,
so that I can run to the restroom, so I can have a sip of water, and we make a little game out of it. I'm not trying to choose, because I think, especially in public radio, I think you almost get this like badge of honor if you can choose the most obscure song. It's like cool. It's like the guy at the record store that like, oh, you want to buy the Olivia Rodrigo album? Sure, I'll sell it to you, but I like to listen to this 12 minutes to Jandek. So that's just not my vibe.
Well, there you go.
And that's fine.
And it's your show.
It's my show. It's Hey Stephen Ray.
For now.
What does that mean?
Nothing. Move on.
It sounds so threatening. Well, this is my show. Anybody can have a show here. You know that?
For now.
No, but everybody can have a show here.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. That part's
through Petaluma Community Access. You become a member. You come in here and learn how to do the knobs. You learn how to push the buttons. This one says microphone on. This one says microphone off, and that's it. That's the rundown they give you, and then you just get to be on the air. It's a little more than that, I guess.
It's a little more than that.
It's a little more than that. So, speaking of musical connections, we're going to play that today. It's the game Sweeping the Nation. Musical Connections. So if this is your first time listening, Musical Connections, we play 4 songs throughout the broadcast that are going to be between 3 and 4 minutes. And those 4 songs are going to be tied together by a secret category. It can be from the song title. It can be from the artist name. It could be the content of the songs. What's a little rundown of some of the ones we've done in the past?
One of our themes, like I said, was bacon.
Bacon was a fun one.
That was a fun one.
So that was like the titles of the songs were like
Sizzle, Pop, Grease, and I don't remember the fourth one.
I don't remember
off the
the
top
other
of my
one,
head,
but yeah, so you pick up bacon from that. We got in trouble a couple of weeks ago by doing contraceptives. Not in trouble, but somebody was a listener complaint.
We had an undecided
which
listener.
Is fair. That's fair because she's like, I'm just sitting there listening to the show with my daughter, and all of a sudden now it's a Thursday evening, we're cooking dinner, and now I have to explain contraceptives, but you can't explain contraceptives without explaining the other part of it. So that's fair. I get that, but so
how challenging is our category this week? Would you say?
How challenging is our category this week? I think it depends. I think that it is not very. I think it's going to be a very easy level. We'll say yellow level if you play the New York Times connections. For some people, it may be a blue or a purple. This one's going to be.
Across
you
the
need
spectrum.
prior knowledge to this one. So it's a very hit or miss.
We'll see how I do.
We'll see how you do. So we're going to play musical connections, and then today's going to be a show of commiserating over embarrassing moments. I'm going to be reading from our listeners what embarrassing moments they have, and then I'm going to tell you the most embarrassing moment in the life of Stephen Ray that happened last week. I'm scared. I think that it was embarrassing in the moment, and then I think telling it here on the air is going to be another level of embarrassment, but I just have to get it out there. So,
stay tuned.
Stay tuned for that. Let's get song number 1 in Musical Connections started. This one I don't think needs much of an intro. It is. I'll just tell you the artist and the song, and we'll give it a listen. Okay. The artist of song number 1 in Musical Connections, Pet Shop Boys, and the song is called "Heart." "Heart" by Pet Shop Boys. It's 103.3 KPCA. Hey Stephen Ray, Musical Connections, song number 1.
This is Hey Stephen Ray.
Beats. Heartbeats.
Every time I see you,
103.3, it's KPCA. Hey, Stephen Ray with Stephen Ray and James Sway on another Thursday.
Incredible.
You're supposed to keep going.
Okay, I will be sure to say that this next thing we're doing is embarrassing stories. Am I doing it right?
Yeah, you're doing something.
Oh, okay.
You're doing something. That was song number 1 on Musical Connections. That is Pet Shop Boys and Heart. That was a fun song. I
was
want to
good.
get you moving
I
a
was
little
grooving.
bit. Get you moving and grooving.
We're back with more Hey Stephen Ray.
With Stephen Ray
Top 5 gayest presidents coming in at number 5.
and James Sway.
Speaking of you eating questionable things, that's part of this test that you have failed drastically.
This is Hey Stephen Ray.
I guess I was grooving along too much during that last song. I gotta use the restroom. I'm fine.
I was just about to ask, speaking of eating questionable things, part 2,
Yeah.
how you feeling after your Cyclospora taco last week from Taco Bell?
So here's the thing. I made that, and anybody that missed it, it's been known. They're writing about it in all the trade magazines in the industry here. The most dangerous radio stunt that's ever been committed. I ate a taco from Taco Bell that was just lettuce and tomato. It was just a full-on lettuce and tomato taco, and that was after we learned that there's been the connection to the explosive diarrhea virus that's going around. Not virus, parasite.
Parasite.
That's taking over the nation.
Sweeping the nation.
They linked it to the Taco Bell lettuce. So I thought that, because we had the upset listener and I wanted to reprimand myself, I did that.
So what I'm hearing is that your how you reprimanded yourself
Yes.
didn't actually do anything, and so you
I was
actually
fine.
haven't paid your karmic debt, and you
I
need to
was fine.
reprimand yourself again.
Well,
some
no,
other
the
way.
punishment was just the
possibility.
The possibility.
That's a pretty lame punishment, and I'm going to call you out for it right now. I don't
well,
think.
that was a lame email. So, but I've been fine.
I think
the
undecided
thing is-
listener deserves better.
The thing is, you ever go to the swimming pool? Like you go to a hotel or apartment swimming pool, and they got the signs up, and it says, "Do not enter the pool if you've had diarrhea in the last 2 weeks." Mm-hmm. If I paid attention to that rule, I could never get
You'd
into a
never be
pool.
able to go to-
I always am. At some point, have an upset tummy. I eat a lot of, whether it's Taco Bell or In-N-Out, and I had In-N-Out last night. I think that's what's bubbling in me today. I don't know, but I've been fine. I don't think that I caught the cyclospore. It's supposed to be 7 days for you to catch it. It's been 7 days since I ate the taco.
Okay, so far so good.
I'm feeling fine. Watch me have an accident here in the studio. That would only be like the number 8th most embarrassing thing that's
wouldn't
ever
even
happened. That wouldn't crack the top
crack
5.
the top 5.
No.
All right.
So I put on Facebook because the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me last week, and I put on Facebook and Instagram. I said, hey friends,
Right in.
comfort me. Tell me, what is the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you? Because I'm struggling over here. I'm going to share my most embarrassing story today here on the show. But first, I want to share what some of the people wrote in with.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Let me see. I got to pull it up.
Let me grab my popcorn. And I'll
Grab your
just,
popcorn. Do you you don't really strike me as somebody that gets embarrassed. You're a very confident person. You don't strike me as someone that gets embarrassed. Have you had embarrassing moments?
When I was a kid, yes, I felt embarrassed all the time. I think I have cracked out of that by now as an adult / as, even when I was like in college and stuff. It's hard for me to feel embarrassed. I'll feel embarrassed in the moment, but if you just own it, immediately everything goes away and it's fine.
Yeah.
Immediately
that's
everyone was like,
true.
okay, yeah, he did that, but like it's not a big deal, so whatever. And I feel like that's the little secret code that I've cracked for myself. But I can think of a pretty specific moment when I was younger that was very embarrassing.
What was it?
We were, as a family with my grandparents, we went to a dinner theater play, and couldn't tell you what the play was. It was dentist themed. I know that.
Okay.
And I think it was
826,800 teeth.
That's the one.
That was it.
That was it. That was the song. And it was a I forget what it's called, but you like boo and you hiss. It's very interactive. It was very
right.
fun.
Okay. It's one of those.
Yeah, a melodrama.
Yeah.
And so the main lady is like singing this sultry love song to her dentist lover, and she comes out into the audience and is kind of like in the audience, swaying a little bit, interacting with the guests here and there.
Yeah.
And I was probably 12 or 13, prime.
That's prime embarrassment
prime
age.
Embarrassment
Everything you do is
age.
embarrassing at 12 years old.
Prime embarrassment age. And she came over and took a little bit of my hair and like twirled it in her finger and was like singing directly to me. I just remember sitting there like, please, God, let this end. Please, God, let this end. So just any attention whatsoever, because then the entire theater was looking at me.
Yeah.
And then they can tell I'm embarrassed, and then I'm feeling embarrassed. And it's this like beautiful, blonde woman in makeup
but you can
and
break away,
costumes.
That doesn't really stick with you as much because it's not like you did something embarrassing.
That's
You
true.
were just the center of attention.
I was the center of attention
There's
at a
another
moment
layer
when
whenever,
I didn't want to be.
Yeah, there's another layer to it when it's like, oh,
I did
created
something wrong.
myself. I put myself in this situation. This is one from Instagram. I put on there, I said, let me know if you want to be anonymous. None of these people said, yeah, make me anonymous. I'm going to anonymize all of these because I don't
That's
know.
very kind
so this
of
is
you.
from somebody on Instagram. I had just been dating my girlfriend for 2 years. I was at her house and I went number 2 in my pants.
At her house?
At her house. I had to I had to throw away her shower curtain, a bath towel, a bath rug, and my pants. A shower curtain.
A shower curtain?
Came out of the bathroom with just a shirt on like Winnie the Pooh. We both had mortified looks on our faces. Yeah, I bet.
Are they still together?
They're still together. They're still together all these years
that's
later.
true love.
Janelle on Facebook said, I was 16 and having major surgery. A couple days before, I had to go, I had to get a test to make sure I was good to go for an x-ray. I was fitted into a gown, and each room I went into, I was basically topless for different exams. The last thing was x-rays of my chest, and I had to stand in front of the machine, and the young male tech went into the other room and was sitting behind the glass, how that happens. I dropped my gown, and I was just there in my polka dot underwear. When I saw the face of the 2 male x-ray techs through the glass, I realized if the machine could check my lungs, the gown probably wasn't going to stop it. Then one of the guy's mouth dropped open. The other one said, I think it's best if you keep your clothes on. I gave them a peep show, and I'm sure they all had a good laugh. So that's pretty, that's 16 years old, she said she was. So that one sticks with you.
Oh, no. That's such a classic, especially being at the doctor, you're so disoriented, and you're like, I don't know if I'm doing things right. And yeah, with x-rays, it's like, of course it would just go through the clothes and you could leave it. Oh, that's a bummer.
That's rough. That's rough. So those are 2 that were sent to comfort me. I think mine's worse.
Stay tuned to find out.
And I'm going to tell you about it next. Or not even next. You're going to do news.
I've got some news. I've got
You got
some
news for us.
Which
So I'm going to stretch this bit as long as I can.
Heyo.
It's worth it, though. I think anybody that's listening, if you're like, oh, it can't be that good. Oh, no, it is. Because I've had some embarrassing moments in my life. And
You're saying this is number
this
one.
has topped
this is number
everything
one,
that I've
100%.
ever done in my life.
Wow.
I'm not a person that lives with regrets. I have one regret in my life, and it's what happened last week. And I'm going to tell you that story. What are you working on in news? Do you have a little tease or something for news?
I've got a
You
little
said that you were
tease.
changing things up today.
I am changing things up. We're going national. I'm trying it out.
Okay.
We're trying some national stories.
Slow news in Petaluma?
It's slow news in Petaluma,
All right.
which is, a little tricky.
It happens. Okay, so we're going to do news next. But first, song number 2 in Musical Connections. It is, I'll just tell you what it is. It's Olivia Rodrigo. Olivia Rodrigo. Do you know who that is?
I certainly do.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Do you not know who that is?
I kind of know. I've heard the name. The song is called The Cure. It's song number 2 on Musical Connections.
Stephen Ray.
All the pretty girls in the foreground of my mind. I thought I'd done enough, but they keep moving the line. I thought I found the antidote this time. I thought I found the antidote this time. All the nights I spent fighting bad thoughts in my room. Feeling so alone, might as well be on the moon. I thought I found the antidote with you. I thought I found the antidote with you. But my head is full of poison and my heart is full of doubt. I got toxins in my bloodstream. You tried hard to suck 'em out.
103.3 KPCA. Does that sound like I always wanted to be the hit music DJ.
You're
103.3 KPCA. That's Olivia Rodrigo and her new song "The Cure." Call now for a chance to win tickets to see her in whatever. I don't know. You just had to pick up the energy, so I wanted to pick up the energy.
Well,
for
that was a
little bit.
slower song.
We
I
had
wanted to
to
make sure
come
we
back with
something.
something.
We got some punch.
All right, that was Olivia Rodrigo and The Cure. That's song that's just number 2 in musical connections. We got to keep it going. Why don't we keep it going with news? You got a news story or two for us?
I got some news stories for us.
All right, let's do it. What time is it? I don't know what time it is. It's Thursday, July 23rd. Here's James Sway with news.
Steven stole my line. So today is Thursday, July 23rd, 2026. Here's what's happening in the nation, not necessarily
Not
around
in
Petaluma.
town.
I'm switching it up.
Okay.
Switching it up. We'll see how it goes. I'm switching it up. Mainly because there's a story I wanted to talk about. Joey Chestnut eats 66 hot dogs
Joey
to
Chestnut.
again claim the mustard belt at Nathan's famous contest. What do you know about the Nathan's hot dog eating contest?
I know a decent amount because I read a book from one of my favorite comedians, Jamie Loftus, and it was I forget what it was called. It was a hot dog book though. It was just a whole book about hot dogs.
Raw dog.
Raw dog is what it was called, and she wrote it during the pandemic, and she basically took 2 years and traveled around the United States and just tried all these hot dogs in all these different regions and tried all the different ones, and she got to go to the Nathan's hot dog eating contest that they do every 4th of July. They do it, right?
That's correct.
And so she got to talk to Joey Chestnut, who's he's the all-star.
He's the all-star.
Anybody that knows anything about competitive eating, they have the Joey Chestnut poster on the wall. Kids look up to him. People love Joey Chestnut.
Saturday marked the 18th time that Joey Chestnut won the so-called mustard belt.
Wow, congrats, Joey.
In just 21 appearances at the internationally televised Nathan's famous 4th of July hot dog eating contest. This man has done this 18 times consecutively.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's crazy.
How many did he eat?
He ate 66 hot dogs. How many hot dogs do you think you could eat in 10 minutes?
10 minutes, he ate 66 hot dogs?
He ate 66 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
Oh, my God. How many hot dogs could I eat with the bun? Because they have to eat the bun, too, right?
They have to eat the bun. They dunk it in water.
They put it in water.
They split it up usually, and that's the strategy is you take the dog, you get it down, and you dunk the bun, and then you shove the bun in.
Do they chew the dog, or do they just let it slide down the throat?
I don't know.
That's
probably
what we want to know.
I don't know what Joey does, but it's probably personal preference.
I wonder if, because now we have a radio show, I wonder if we could get a press pass to go to the next year's Nathan's hot dog eating contest for the 4th of July.
I would love that. It's in a quote from Chestnut. It's a dream. It's electric. There's no better place on earth, Chestnut said breathlessly in an interview immediately after the showdown.
A dream.
And then later in a video posted on Instagram before the competition, Chestnut called competitive hot dog eating the most patriotic sport we've got.
Hey, I'll agree with that. As far as patriotism for the United States goes,
it's a very, I feel like, American sport.
I think in 10 minutes I could eat 5 hot dogs.
I think I could do 2.5, and then if I went through for the full third, I would throw up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we don't have the strat. We haven't been practicing.
Yeah. Should we?
No.
Okay. Okay. Do you have another quick story?
I got one other quick story.
Okay.
This one's just a weird art exhibit, and I feel like weird art exhibits always make me laugh. More than 800 pounds of peanut butter, enough for around 15,000 sandwiches, has been spread across the floor of a museum in the Netherlands in tribute to Dutch artist Wim T. Schippers, who died last month. The conceptual artist, who died at the age of 83, first created the Pindakaasvloer, I think.
Easy for you to say.
Or peanut butter floor in 1969, and they are bringing it back this year for his death to honor him. Apparently that it covers a 25 square meter hexagon, and it's just smooth peanut butter. That's it.
They just put it on the floor?
They just put it on the floor in a smooth hexagon. And that's the whole art exhibit. I don't know what it means.
I don't want to be one of those guys, but like, what is art? You know,
That's the whole question, Steven. What is art?
I had my my first relationship was with an artist, and we went to the art museum, and they were doing a Jackson Pollock exhibit. You know, Jackson Pollock, where he throws the paint and stuff on there. This was the classic thing. I went and I looked at it and I said, I could have done that.
I could have done that.
And they go, yeah, but
you didn't.
And so I didn't put a million pounds of peanut butter on there, but I could have done that.
Did you do
Go
the
to
work?
grocery outlet and pick some some jugs of peanut butter? I could have done that.
You could have, but you didn't.
I didn't. I did something much worse. The most embarrassing moment in the life of Stephen Ray. I'm going to tell you about it after this song.
You're making him wait one full
one
song?
More. You're gonna have to wait. But that's it. One more song. And in fact, I'll tell you, this next song is only 3 minutes and 49 seconds.
Okay.
So in about 4 minutes, I'm going to tell you the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me after I play this song, whose name, the song name is Queen, and it's written, song performed by Perfume Genius. Perfume Genius and Queen, song number 3 on Musical Connections.
It's Hey Stephen Ray.
Don't you know you're queen? We out, even flower bloom at my feet. Don't you know you're queen? Cracked, peeling, widow with disease.
103.3 KPCA. That's Perfume Genius and Queen, song number 3 in Musical Connections. How are you feeling so far?
I'm feeling good. I think I have it.
All right. This is one that I was like, okay, people are either going to get it or they're not. And it's just based on knowledge.
I need the 4th song to verify, but the 2 out of the 3 songs, I'm like, okay, there's a link there.
Okay, we'll take it.
That I for sure know.
We'll take it. All right, it's Musical Connections, 103.3 KPCA. Hey, Stephen Ray.
We're back with more Hey Stephen Ray.
With Stephen Ray
I feel like I'm being sabotaged here live on the air.
and James Sway.
Because when I'm on air, James Sway takes over.
This is Hey Stephen Ray.
All right, the floor is yours. Take over, James Sway.
What are you talking about? This is your story.
But you said in the intro there, it said, when James Sway's on the air, James Sway takes over. All right, it's all yours.
All right, so the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen Steven do
Okay, you don't have to.
Oh, okay.
I want to be the gatekeeper of my embarrassing stories on the air here, okay?
You want to tell the story the way that you want it to be told.
The most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me. I've lived a life of a few embarrassing things, but I'm not somebody that lives a life of regret. So things happen and I let them roll off my back. We're a week out from this embarrassing thing that happened to me. And I told you earlier, last night I started thinking about it and my hands started sweating. All right. The most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me. I got to preface this by saying, you ever, maybe not in your family, but I definitely have family that does this. I feel like it's kind of like a mom thing to do. You ever have your mom tell you a story about she went out and ran errands, and they like to include the races or the ethnicities of the people?
Certainly.
I
think that's just a boomer thing for some reason.
I
don't know what it is, but yes, they're
there
very
was the
descriptive.
sweetest lady that was the cashier. She was African American. Like, okay, what? Why does that matter? Now I tell you that because I'm going to use some of those in this story here as descriptors to paint the picture. But it is an integral part of the story.
Okay.
So just bear with me.
Okay.
Okay, you ready? Most embarrassing moment.
You've been stalling long enough.
I'm scared. I'm getting nervous.
I can tell you're literally procrastinating. Our viewers, I'm patiently waiting.
I haven't told you this yet.
No, get into it.
Okay, so last week we had the PPW, the Phoenix Pro Wrestling Show, and we had Josh Drake in here talking about the show. And he gave me a handful of flyers, and he said, hey, if you're out and about and if you want to hand these to businesses to put up in their windows to advertise the show, you can do that. And I was like, yeah, that'll be fine. I'll do that. So I was just walking around one afternoon in downtown Petaluma and going to different things, like go to the bagel store, go to the different places that have the community bulletin boards and putting up the signs. I went to one of my places that I went to along the way. I went to a sushi place here in town, and I walk in with my flyer in hand. I got flyer in one hand and tape in the other, and I walk in, and it's like 3:00 in the afternoon, so it's pretty slow. It's after lunch, before dinner, and this gentleman walks up to me of some Asian descent as I walk in, and I start telling him, I say, hey, we're doing an event at the Phoenix, and just want to hang up some flyers here, and I want to see, because I see you have other flyers in the window, if I can put this flyer up. And he just kind of looks at me puzzled, tilts his head a little bit,
like I just did,
like you just did. And so I am like, oh, maybe he doesn't speak English very well.
Okay.
And so I just kind of pointed at the flyer, and then I pointed at the window, and I said, can I? And I did the motion of putting it towards the window.
Uh-huh.
And then he tilts his head the other way and says, I don't know. I don't work here.
Nice.
In perfect
nice
English.
Incredible.
And then there was another person that came up behind in waiter garb.
Yep.
So I just walked into the sushi place.
Saw an
and
Asian person?
Found the first Asian guy. It's not only that I found the first Asian guy, and I'm like, oh, this must be the guy. I start talking to him, and then because he doesn't immediately respond, I'm like, oh,
He doesn't
this
speak
guy
very
must
good
speak
English.
some other language, doesn't
Oh,
speak English, so I got to
no.
pantomime what it's like to put a flyer up. And so he's like, I don't work here. I am like, oh my God, I am so sorry. And the other person starts to come up and I want to like talk to them. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I didn't know. And I saw
Did you flush
and I
beet
thought,
red?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. So what? Yeah. What did you say?
I was like, I started stammering over my words.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm sorry. I was walking in and I'm trying to just to do the flyer. And I don't know.
You're not thinking. You're just trying to hit as many businesses as you
And
can.
he just walked away.
Yeah, I would too.
He just walked
I
away.
would too. That's probably the kindest thing he could have done for you.
Feel my
in
hands
that
right now.
moment.
Just telling
Ew,
that.
ew, ew, ew,
I'm
ew, ew.
sweaty.
They're literally sweaty.
I feel so embarrassed by doing that.
Him walking, and that's a good check-in moment for you.
What should I have done?
You should have.
What should I have done? What would you have done in that situation? You wouldn't think you go into an empty sushi restaurant and you walk in and then a guy comes and starts to walk towards you. You wouldn't think that that's the guy that works there?
I would ask, "Hi, do you work here?" And then he would probably say,
We don't
"No."
have that big of an Asian population in Petaluma either. So it's like if we had a bunch of a big Asian population,
I'm
and it's
gonna-
like, oh, this could just be a community member.
I'm gonna let you know right now, it's real flimsy defense, and you're the bad guy in this situation.
I feel so bad because I'm not that guy.
You're not that guy.
not that guy, but I was that guy.
And that's, yeah. Unfortunately, you were. Wow. That's tough. Did you get to put up the poster?
Yeah, when I talked to the lady that actually worked there, who also spoke English. That's the most embarrassing thing that I've ever done.
That's tough.
I've done number 2 in my pants before. I've been embarrassed as a teenager and done different things. That's the one that is, I think that one's going to sit with me for a while.
I will say, I think it's good that you feel so embarrassed by that. I think that is a redeeming quality of this story, is that you're like, oh, that was a horrible thing that I did, and I feel bad about that, because you could just be like, oh, you know what, whatever, but you don't. So you know what? At least at that point,
I think
you feel some remorse, and that's good.
I think my
Are you still the bad guy? Yes.
I am the bad guy. Regretfully, the bad guy. I think for my punishment, I need to eat 66 Nathan's hot dogs. So that was my most embarrassing moment in Stephen Ray history.
Wow.
There it is.
Stephen, assuming that all of the Asian people at the sushi restaurant work there. Yikes.
And that they don't speak
And that they
English.
don't speak that.
There's 2 layers
The
to
cherry
it.
on top.
Oh my gosh.
But now
All
you know.
right.
Now you know not to make assumptions.
Now
This
I
is a
know.
good reminder.
I'll never assume.
You'll
I'm going to
never
ask
assume.
for an employee badge before I assume anybody's
always,
working at a
always,
sushi
always,
restaurant.
always.
All right, I got to play song number 4 in Musical Connections real quick. We got to get this out of the way. This is, what is it? This is Grimes. You know Grimes?
I know Grimes.
This is her song Genesis.
Okay.
It's song number 4 in Musical Connections.
This is Hey Stephen Ray.
103.3 KPCA. It is Hey Stephen Ray. And just like it always does, that hour just flew right by us. That was song number 4 in Musical Connections, and we are like at the end of the show. It's time to do our wrap up. That was song number 4. That was Grimes and Genesis. Do you have a guess for music? You told me earlier, you're like, I think I got this figured out.
I think I got it.
What is it?
Should I do it?
Yeah, just tell us.
Big musical categories reveal is 80s bands?
Yeah, all the song titles are 80s.
Yes, okay. Song titles
popular
are 80s
80s bands.
I
So we had
knew-
Pet Shop Boys with Heart. So Heart, of course, a big band. Olivia Rodrigo, her song
Cure.
The Cure, huge 80s band. That's the band that I think of when I think of the 80s. Song number 3 was Perfume Genius with Queen. I mean, come on. And then song number 4, Grimes with Genesis.
See, I knew The Cure, Queen, and Genesis. I've never heard of The Heart.
Okay, it's just Heart, but
Oh,
yeah.
Heart. Clearly. Clearly, I've never heard of
You
Heart.
don't know. And that's how we do Musical Connections here on Hey Stephen Ray. It's the game that's sweeping the nation.
Do I win? What's my prize?
Your prize
I get to be here next week.
is you get to come
I
back
get
here.
to keep coming back.
The winner of Musical Connections each week gets to be my host, and you've just been lucky enough.
I've been lucky enough.
All right. That was a lot of fun. We always like to have fun here, and that was another fun episode. I'm feeling better about my story. Sometimes you just have to get it out.
You got to get it out.
You got it
Put it
out.
out into the world. Accept your fault. Accept your blame.
Yeah.
Take your karmic debt.
Yeah.
And then move
so
on.
I don't think it was the worst thing in the world. You know, when you stew on it in your mind, you build it up.
It was pretty bad.
Thank you. This is 103.3 KPCA, a part of Petaluma Community Access. You can join everything that we're doing here, whether it's in the radio or you want to get a podcast started, you want to start to work on the TV studio. There's so much going on over here. If you want to learn about the opportunities that are available, or if you just want to contribute to keep this nonprofit moving along, PetalumaCommunityAccess.org is the website. If you want to know more about this station and all the other fun programs, fun local programming that's happening here every day, the website is just www.kpca.fm, and that's where you can listen to it too. So if you drive out of Petaluma, you're going to lose connection with the signal here. You can listen all day long at kpca.fm, so I highly recommend that. And that's going to do it for us today. You got anything else for us?
Have a great day. Have a great evening.
Have a great evening, Petaluma. Thanks
I hope you
so
have a
much
wonderful wind down.
for listening to us, and we'll see you again, same time, same place, next Thursday at 6, right here on 103.3 KPCA. I am Steve.
I'm James Sway,
I'm Stephen Ray.
and if no one's told you this today,
We love ya. Bye.